Hello, my name is Earl Green. Welcome to a detailed synopsis of my book, POTUS Touch. POTUS Touch is a book, a novel that targets the Jamaican and international reader. For the armchair tourist, if you will. It will be a pleasure to both males and females alike. We start with Romar's pitch to Andre, his friend, as the plan to get the president to shake his hand to change his stars comes into being. Then we examine ex-CIA person Ben and Andre's dad and mom, past schemes and present plans, which they plan to put in place. We look at Romar's ghetto, his life, his mom, his Raytown life, and then Chantel, who is the vixen of the story, or the user, is introduced. Then the old washing machine in the household comes into play. There's a quarrel between the friends about Chantal, who is handbugging their exploits and plans. Romar's sexuality is also called into play. The washing machine used as a vibrator in the story is a very sexual interlude that will engage the avid reader. Date night games and hoopla, where a quarrel between the couples over the dress worn by the mother takes place. Then we move to Barack security issues, as the friends realize that the bubble around them is even thicker than they thought. Mother and son's sexual frustrations come into being, as Andre presence in the house prevents her from enjoying herself with her husband, and Andre has no girlfriend of his own. Chantel's campus rival, who is now emerging, is competing for Andre's affection and is thrown into the mix-up. POTUS Touch is both full of humor and fun. Then we have Romar's Ghetto Life Revisited, where we explore quarrels, angry black woman syndrome, and crime. The uptown versus downtown scenario comes back, as these things also happen uptown. Then NASA's X-Key Score program, which raises a red flag over the investigations of Andre and Romar, where Ben, the ex-CIA person, is asked to investigate and comes into play. There's a crank call as a woman tries to get her husband home so they can have some sex, but that causes them to have an even bigger quarrel, and there's a very big joke over their makeup attempts. There's Easter Sunday service, where the inner thoughts of all our characters are explored. Then we look at the ghetto and suburb contrast. This is a thread throughout POTUS Touch, and a very interesting interaction. Then the father and son quarrel again over something as simple as a lottery number. We move to the carnival on campus, a big party over carnival, but there's a fight among the friends. We explore the backstories of our characters and the deep inner selves of these young adults. Then the etymology of the Jamaican bad word is explored. This is a very interesting part. POTUS arrives. We look at the airport, his itinerary, the Air Force helicopter over Romar's head, that convincing that he's destined to meet him, and the president's visit to the Bob Marley Museum and sampling of Jamaica's food. The father and son quarrel again. Is he gay? Is he a part of ISIS, or is he just following bad company? The friends quarrel after this quarrel because the question of loyalty comes into being, and we wonder what's happening. The speech takes place, the handshake happens, or does it? You will find out by reading the book. Father and son quarrel again, but this time there is some